Good morning. It's been a great morning. Day 147. So this is one of the pools at Deep Springs, Deep Creek Hot Springs. And right at my feet where I'm standing is where the actual hot water comes out, flows into this pool. I've been sitting here for basically since dawn. I mean, like a couple hours, hour and a half, something like that. And then I made breakfast, had coffee. You can sit in the hot springs here, and then just beyond the wall there, right there, you can dip into the cold Deep Creek. And so it's it's a cold plunge after the hot springs, and then you get back in the hot water and it's just all like needles. But both last night, well, I really noticed it last night. Did this about sundown when I got in, went back to my tent, and my shin splints are way reduced. I mean, just the pain is, there's no pain, and the flexibility in my shins and in my muscles was the best I've had in 2.5 years. I mean, no kidding. Better than any physical therapy, better than any yoga that I've done. Stretching them out. This was great. Very healing. So I need to figure out how to get out of here. I think I'm following the creek, but not really sure. Well, let me just show you this, because this is, let me just sort of pan around. This is really a special place. Yeah. So as you're sitting here, you're hearing and seeing the waterfalls. And there are a couple other pools further down. I think that one down there is even hotter. And there are two trails which come in. I think one of them just goes up that wash somehow. People camping here too. And I'm sure this is really crowded in the summertime. Late November, not quite so much, but and it was cold today. Yeah, there was ice in my water bottles. So I was able to put some water in my cook pot and just put it in the hot spring and get it about 3/4 the way to boiling. Okay, I'm going that way somewhere. Moving on from this vortex. There's this bridge here, just above Deep Creek. It's like a little window box. Yeah. Oh, a bench too. Wow. Yeah, that's quite the fall. This catwalk here is, this is very nice. But in this area, very narrow and a little bit eroded in places. Probably needs a little TLC from some trail crews in some places. It's pretty much like one footstep wide in places. Well, here's a milestone. I'm not sure what 2530 is. That doesn't kind of make sense. But PCT, somebody's taking the symbol off, There's always one in every crowd. But here's what it is. This is 300 miles NoBo. So for me, 300 miles to the Mexican border from here. And I believe it was right here. It was like in this bush, or yeah, where 4 years ago I was walking by and I heard a rattlesnake and I couldn't see it. And so I'm just like dancing around trying to, not be struck by the rattlesnake. And I think it was just like in the bush here, but I couldn't tell. And once again, this is not a place that you would want to fall off. You'd get hurt. And also in this area, I did slip 4 years ago, and I did a 360 pirouette, but I fortunately landed on the catwalk, and that was in a really dangerous place. That would have, resulted in death. That would have been a 100-foot drop. This is not too bad right here. Okay, 300 miles to go. Yeah, these milestones are coming faster and faster and faster here, and in a couple days I'll have 265.5 to go, and that will be 90% of the PCT done, 10% to do. A few more days after that, it's going to be 200 miles to go. Faster and faster. Ready or not, here they come. Okay, I'm going to do a little road crossing hydroengineering. As you can see, we have debris buildup here, which has raised the level on the upstream. So I've knocked the leaves out right here to reduce the level a little bit. It's already a little bit down over there. I'm going to be able to get onto this rock, and then I think I'm going to do a little more engineering to lower it so I can safely step on that rock, and then maybe that one and that one. It's going to take 5 minutes, I think, to do this, but it's better than taking off my shoes and wading across. Okay, it worked, more or less. There might have been a little splashing on the toes as I step forward, but I don't think anything soaked through. I don't feel it in my socks, so that's kind of what counts. Okay, moving on. It's a cold day, by the way, really cold. There was ice in my water bottles this morning, but I was by the hot springs, so I got it up to temperature right there.